everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Heike and you're watching Stone Cold Coffee Crafts, and my little assistant Lola the ragdoll cat is on her way. There she is. Today it is time to just show how much crazy there is in this girl. I have been talking about a painting I plan to get from Diamond Painting Deutschland. I actually plan to get it for my vacation videos, but the painting sold out literally the day before I had the money to buy it from YouTube, so I had to postpone this. It came back into stock last week and I decided to just basically pull the plug and buy it no matter what, because it seems that these paintings go in and out of stock very frequently, and I know that they had a bit of an issue with their square drill supply. It got stuck somewhere, probably virus related, let's be honest, but I didn't want to risk to get back to the side once I have my salary for this month and then realize, okay, it's gone again. Anyway, this is one of the paintings I called, I think I called it bonkers in my last video, because Diamond Painting Deutschland is actually the shop that holds the, I think it's the license for all of Europe for Josephine wall diamond paintings. And they actually make these paintings with up to 300 colors, which is totally blowing my mind, but I absolutely wanted to check this out, especially because I have something else coming hopefully soon that is quite a bit of counter programming to these 200 colors, and I would like to maybe do a little bit of comparison. It won't be a one-to-one comparison, but yeah, it should show something at least. So this particular painting, I talked about how this has a bit of a nostalgic value for me. A long time ago, at least 15 years ago. Yeah, must have been 2005, maybe 2006. I've always been a bit of a kind of nerdy person and a homebody. I was never someone who went out all the time, had a huge circle of friends. My hobbies were always very introverted and let's stay at home and do something more or less creative. So in 2005 I decided to try something I hadn't done since kindergarten, which was doing puzzles. And Josephine Wall was the first artist I got a big puzzle of. So you probably did that yourself in kindergarten and in primary school. The puzzles are usually 100, 150 pieces. I decided I wanted to do something bigger than that, obviously. And I got, I think it was a 2000. It might have been 1,500, but I actually believe it was 2,000 pieces puzzle. And it was a picture of a painting from Josephine Wall, which spoke to me quite a bit. And one of the first paintings I saw on Diamond Painting Deutschland, roughly 2 years ago, I think it was this very Josephine Wall painting as a diamond painting. I didn't get it because I was afraid to get a painting this big, and it was just the beginning of Drillmageddon, and I wasn't sure if they had good or bad quality drills, and I didn't dare to try. I think I told the story in my unboxing of Reflections, so I stayed away from it. But now that I know that the quality for Reflections at least was pretty much perfect, I decided I am no longer afraid. So what I got, and you probably have seen that before, getting that into the viewfinder is kind of hard. It is Spirit of Flight, like I said, by Josephine Wall. This one is 100 by 75 centimeters big, and it has 275 colors. I chose square diamonds. And these Josephine Wall kits, I contacted the shop on Facebook. I did so last Thursday around noon, It is now Monday, nearly 6 p.m. I know that they have seen my questions, but sadly they haven't come back to me yet. If they do before I upload, or before I edit this video, I should say. I'm not going to re-edit it, I'm sorry. But if they come back to me before I edit this, I will add the information in. But basically I asked them a few questions because I noticed a few things when I checked their Facebook group. They actually showed that they are printing paintings in their own facility basically, and I noticed that these paintings usually come with double-sided tape, like the shop actually states in all their item descriptions. They say in all the item descriptions that the kit comes with double-sided tape, even though for reflections I am 100% sure that this is poured glue and not tape. I know that this one is done with double-sided tape, and my theory is, and that's why I asked them if they could explain to me why their kits are so different and why they don't print everything in-house and etc. pp. My theory is, and this is completely unproven, but maybe that it's got something to do with the fact that they hold the license for Josephine Wall, and maybe that license includes that they don't hand out the paintings to an out-of-house printing service just to make sure that the copyright can't be violated by these third-party suppliers. Just my theory. And I'm guessing that it's double-sided tape because poured glue is not something you can easily do in a probably smallish workplace. I am assuming that you need a lot of space to do that because you have to leave these canvases out to dry for a certain time. So that's basically my working theory right now, that they print the Josephine Wall in-house, and other stuff like my painting I showed the last time is actually printed in a third-party factory. Unproven, like I said. Anyway, I have already glimpsed inside of this. I have not opened it, but I know that this is double-sided tape. And this is super huge, so, and heavy, very, very heavy. So we have a toolkit. And if you remember my video from last time, this already looks extremely different. It's branded. It's all in German. It has all their information on the back side here, like their shop, their Instagram, their Facebook group, etc. And this is actually a nice, oops, I think, did I? Yeah. This is actually a nice bag. Oops, and yeah, throw it away. It reminds me very much of how Diamond Art Club's bags their toolkit. As you can see, it comes with a pair of also branded tweezers in pink. These are the blunt tweezers. Cat, hey, what are you trying? You are not a ninja. These are the blunt tweezers, the one you can't stab yourself with. I will be honest with you, I never use those. I don't know what they are good for, because mainly I use tweezers to ply drills back off the canvas, and for that the stabby tip is quite good. So we have the white boat with a funnel. I know a lot of people love these. We have a piece of wax, of course. This is a 9-placer. And this is a 4-placer. Don't topple over. Can I get the 4 to show? I think I can't. There's a 4 embossed in here. So that's how you know that it's a 4-placer. And of course I'm super nimble today. Of course we have the pan. It's one of the clear pans that's a bit glittery, so you can, for example, if you like to do that, you can put leftover drills in here and just plug it with one of the multi-placers. and then you have your own custom pen, so to speak. And I'm going to try, but I probably can't show that to you really well, but this is how it's packed. First bag of drills, second bag of drills. Is there a third one? It is still very heavy. Yep, there is a third one. But that won't come out, I guess. Let's get the canvas out then. We have a ginormous canvas. Trying not to throw that over. We have an extremely long inventory list, but the print quality, I have to say, is top-notch. This is laser printed, so everything is perfectly crisp and clear. But you can see with nearly 300 colors, there are a lot of funky symbols. I guess this is at least 3 pages long or so. Hey, look at me guessing right. So this is basically 3 pages of inventory. And then they also give, and this is totally awesome, all the symbols printed on sticky labels that you can just use to label your container. This is amazing. This is really amazing. So let's see, where is that? Oh, it's 4 bag of drills. Pardon me. So I'm going to show you, I'm not going to do inventory on camera. This will probably take 3 years to do, but I'm going to show you a real good close-up of the drills. This is exactly the same great quality I got in my last kit. You can see how the edges of these drills are very smooth and even. You can also see on these drills, for example, there are literally no dimpled backs. And just to clarify, if you're new to my channel and haven't seen my older videos, the reason why I am so zoomed in on the dimpled drills is not because the dimples are the issue in the drill. They are not. They are not keeping the drills from sticking down. It's not like they are hollowed out, it's just slight dimples. But the dimples give you an indication right away. It's the first thing you see. Dimpled drills, at least in the square drills. I didn't have issues with rounds before, but with the square drills, the dimples are always a surefire sign that you don't get good quality drills. You can be lucky and you don't have any knobbly bits on the sides and stuff won't pop. But what you will always see with these drills is that they don't have these perfectly straight, smooth edges, that they won't line up perfectly with each other. There will always be weird gaps in between, no matter how perfectly you place the drills. And they are actually touching, but they might be a little curved on the sides and they will sit like this, very exaggerated. They are also not uniform in size. These dimple drills are always very mixed in sizes. I mean, it's not like it jumps right into your eye that one is smaller and one is bigger, but if you put them in a tray, you will see that. And if you compare them to one of these drills, you will especially well see that. So that's why I always say, oh, these are dimpled, they are not good quality. Dimple is always an indication that you are dealing with cheaply produced drills. They might stick down fine, but they are not what I personally want. And the chances that they are having serious issues like popping are high. And you should actually never see that with these drills. They might have a bit of an overflow on the side, so sometimes the molds are overfilled and you will have a bit of an overflow, but it should never be what the really knobbly bits on the sides are, you know, those you can't get rid of unless you put a knife or a clipper or whatever to it. If you encounter something in these, it's either very soft and you can just stick the drill in and it will fold up, or you can just break it off with your finger. That's my experience from working with these drills on Diamond Art Club and Ever Moment, and Peter Wren on AliExpress had these good drills, so from kits like that. So let's show you a few more colors. I am rambling, this is already 15 minutes long, and I have hardly shown you anything, but you can see all these beautiful colors. These are so pretty. And they are usually in order in these bags. You can see they're perfectly well in this purple here. You can see how perfectly they fit each other. They fit seamlessly, and you will see that on your painting. And then we have these. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's put them to the side as much as we can. My table is not big enough for that painting here. It is not big enough. So kitty cat, let me show the people the back side of the canvas. We haven't unboxed a canvas like this in a long time. So this is actually going to be very hard to show you, but if you look at it from the back side first, you can usually see if you have any issues with rivers and puckers. So for example, I can see that there is something going on here. I don't know quite yet what it is. It is very regular on the same line basically, so it could be anything. But when I see something like this, this is the first thing that makes me a little worried. Oh god. I'm trying to turn this around. You can see it's where the two stripes meet. And actually this is interesting because this is overlapping and this does not have any sticky on this side. You can see this giant mess of a key here. This is just ginormous. So how do we do this the least dumb way? Let's see. Like I said, I haven't unboxed a canvas like this in ages, but what I always suggest to do is to pull this paper back slowly, carefully, and not pull up, pull it back. I literally press my hand to the canvas and pull it back completely parallel. Yep, we have bubbles. This is a bubble. Okay. And this has a bit of tension, so I'm hoping this is not a pucker. But it could very well be. No, the glue is actually not raised as far as I can see, or the tape I should say. It's not a glue. It is tape. But these are the issues you usually don't encounter with poured glue. That's why I personally prefer it. I'm not going to reveal the full canvas because you can't see it anyway. My table, like I said, is not big enough for that. But I want to show you the clarity of the symbols. Also, you can see something we already saw on the reflections is that they do this 10 by 10 grid. You can see the border lines here, but this canvas also has outlines around every single square. They are just a tiny bit thinner than the 10 by 10 grid. And I hope that the print size will be in a way that the drills actually fully cover everything. Fingers crossed. Yeah, but with so many, like with so many of these tape canvases, I can already see that the adhesive is coming up on some parts of it. So this is not bad, but it's also not the best I've ever had. I can tell you though, the symbol clarity is pretty good. Some of these funky symbols, they will be a bit of trouble. They are very faint, mostly the ones that are printed white. And I'm going to pause the video for a moment. I'm going to take it off my tripod and I'm going to go closer to the canvas to show you. Okay, I'm trying not to cover my microphone while I'm doing this, but I hope, and I'm apologizing for the glare, I know it's horrible, but I hope you can see these symbols here. So the camera enhances the symbols, so they look a bit better on camera than they actually look in real life, but they still are, at least for me, easy to read. So I won't have any issues. I don't know if a light pad would help, because these are the white on color printed symbols. I feel like these reds could have been printed in black. I'm not entirely sure why they had to be printed in white, but it's not the worst I've seen. I can tell what each of those are. The black on color symbols, though, are perfectly clear. I think you can see that, and I'm trying to go very slow. I don't want to make you sick. But that's basically what it looks like. Okay, back on the tripod. Sorry for this little trip to the world of handheld camera. Yeah, so I'm going to try and uncover this on my dining room table. I would have filmed there if I had any possibility to put up my camera there in a way that you could actually see the whole canvas, but I don't, so I apologize for that. I will try and see if I can get a good picture of what this looks like if it's completely uncovered. But except for the fact that the glue is starting, or the adhesive is starting to bubble up here, and that we have a few bubbles here where the two pieces of adhesive basically meet, I am as happy with how this looks so far as I have been with reflections. I'm pretty sure once this is done, and this is probably going to take a lot longer to do than a regular painting that has just 60 colors or so, I think this will look amazing. And this is a very nostalgic thing for me, because I love this picture very much when I did it as a puzzle. I don't think that puzzle still exists, to be honest. I tried to mount and frame it, but it was giant and it didn't have the wall space, and then I parked it at my parents' house, so I'm no longer sure if it actually still exists or if they threw it out at some point. It might have happened. I guess parking something there for over a decade stretched their nerves a little bit. But I'm very, very happy with how this looks, and I'm kind of looking forward to working on this. I might work on this in parallel, always do a little bit. It might be a long-term project, because I can't do this as a diamond painting theme of the month. There's no way I would get this done. Not even if I just put all my focus on that for a whole month, I wouldn't get that done. I am pretty sure of that. But I might work in small sections on the side. Let's see. I'm not entirely sure yet. But yeah, this is giving me the warm, fuzzy feelings. Alright, in my last video, and that was another question I asked them, I said that I thought they did not ship internationally, especially to the US. Quite a few of you left me comments and told me yes they do, I've bought from them. So I tried to get some information on that from them, but like I said, so far they have not replied to me, so can't give you anything anything detailed, anything specific. But what I've heard from some of you, I can now say yes they do ship internationally. Get in contact with them and or try to check out. It seems that for some people checking out works and for some it doesn't. Just try to check out. If it doesn't work, then get in contact with them. Maybe if you feel like it, you could let me know how high the shipping actually is if you are, for example, in the US, so I can give that information in any future video I might do. I mean, I should do my 2 kids first because before I buy more. Let's be a reasonable adult here. And yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much all I can tell you about this. If I manage to get any pictures, I am going to put them in here now. Have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week. Let me know what you think of this shop, of this canvas, of the fact that a diamond painting comes with 275 colors. And yeah, looking forward to reading all your thoughts about this. Bye guys!